Hello. Hello and welcome back to the I'm Lung podcast with me, Leo.
And me, Aspage.
And me, Leo, as well. And today we are joined by half of Blackburn Sweethearts, Josh and Tucker from the Ruby Tuesdays. How are we doing, lads?
We're doing well.
Surviving.
Yeah, fucking that's what I keep telling people as well. Fuck it. So do you want to give people, for the people at home that don't know who you are, just a little bit of an introduction about yourselves, what you do, what you're about?
I'll let you go first.
We are in the Ruby Tuesdays. We are the greatest alternative rock band that has graced us here. We just play music that we love playing. Josh only joined recently, but he's going really well. Got a new tune coming out at some point soon. Can't give too many details. Yeah, it's all under wraps at the minute. Yeah,
it's exciting.
But yeah, it's more it's all about our live shows really. We're a very powerful unit.
Oh, I've seen Ruby.
We are units. I can promise you that.
My favourite part is the up the Tuesday spread onto the back of your guitar, man. That always sets me off. And then when he takes his top off at the end of the show, man. Yeah,
sexy.
It's the only reason I exercise is for taking my top off at the shows. To be fair, quite literally the only reason I exercise.
Yeah, it was like a flood. It was like a flood when that happened when I came seeing you at Electric Church last.
That was a good gig. That
going off for it was crazy.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, Josh. How did you join Ruby Tuesdays? How did that come to be? Because obviously, I've known you since school. And
yeah.
We played in quite a few bands.
We were in many bands.
Yeah, I feel like we've always crossed paths one way or another. Swords sometimes.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a mental night.
Once or twice.
Yeah, once, maybe a couple more.
Who's bigger?
Josh.
I was.
Look at him, he's a little demon.
Yeah. It's like one of them dwarves who've got like a fist.
Yeah, fucking is, to be fair. It punches like one as well. It's fucking, it goes off like a cannon, that cunt, honestly.
Big lad.
So yeah, Ruby Tuesdays, how did that come to be?
That came about through, I would say, a mutual... Yeah. Yeah, I'd spent a lot of time watching their gigs and, like, just being around. So I think I was around.
I knew Josh was a right fit, essentially. So I kind of pursued him to join. And at first he was like, oh, I don't know if I can, because obviously he had other commitments. But then... I think when Barnsley left, obviously, context for anyone who's watching and listening, our old guitarist, he lives in Bristol now, so it just wasn't feasible. But when he left, I just thought, like, there's no one can replace him apart from Josh. Yeah. And when Josh said no, I was like, well, this is great. Like, we're gonna finish now.
Those phone calls were heartbreaking. He'd just
well,
ring me up and he'd be like,
man. Yeah, I couldn't eat my food because I was
going
like,
well.
My bed. You know how much the band means. Like, same with you boys. Like, I was like, my band's breaking up, so like, I couldn't. Barnsley would ring me on a Tuesday night on my phone and just chuck it on the bed. Like, fuck this. So I kind of just went after Josh and kept pestering him, and eventually tied him up and said, "Listen, you cunt."
I had no choice in the end.
We've got your family in the back of the van. If you don't join, I'm gonna kill all of them.
What was
it? Was rough. It was
rough.
Yeah.
What did he end up doing to your family?
I can't really talk about it. It brings back pretty painful
he's
stuff.
got signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Right,
so if he talks about
you couldn't really put into words kind of what happened.
What was the turning point then? What made you think like, fuck it, I'll do it?
I don't know. I think I just
wanted to anyway.
Tucker coaxed me into it. I think.
He's a very persuasive
he give me some sort of.
Well, I think the thing is like, we've always had the potential as a band to move forward. But because Barnes has been in Bristol and I've been in Leeds and Matt has been in Nottingham, we've all been in different places. Now that we're a unit where it's me, Josh, Baird and Matty, we're all in the same place now. We're all living back in and around Blackburn. Yeah. I said to Josh, look, you've seen what we've done without being able to even practice a set. I said, if you join, I promise you, we're going to fucking blow up.
Yeah.
I did really actually want to join them.
So obviously he already wanted to, but I just said, look, we're going to fucking blow up if you join. Yeah, exactly. Well, but like this release we've got going at the minute, it's definitely going to pick up. I can tell.
Yeah, fucking too right. Fucking, it's going to happen eventually.
You've listened to it as well, haven't you?
I've listened to it. I don't know if I was allowed to say, but I have listened to it, and
what do you think?
Love it. You'll really like it.
We'll show you after.
We'll play it after.
We won't play it now.
It's super. It's on that really aggressive side of the Tuesdays. Like it's just constant. It's just an onslaught for like a full 3 minutes, isn't it? It's what you do best, and you can tell you're on it. Like immediately, you can tell your lead line straight away. And yeah, I was well impressed. I think it's the right time for it to happen as well. So, but I remember seeing all the posts on like Facebook and stuff that he was looking for a guitarist, and I didn't know what was going on. Then I seen that you joined, I was like, that's the right place for Josh for me, because you are catered for that sound. But yeah, I'm fucking buzzing.
Yeah, I really like the idea that I almost didn't join. Kind of scares me a little bit.
Did you?
I'm really glad. I'm really glad that.
Cold sweat, like fuck. I shouldn't have said no. I shouldn't have said.
Well, yeah.
Wait, what's the even that you said no? You just like I don't think I can.
Tucker wanted. I basically said I was like, I've got other stuff going on as well that I'm not just gonna drop. Yeah. And he was like, I want a full time.
I said drop it, I'll drop you. So then he joined.
Yeah, and then it's just worked.
But the thing is though, Josh has fitted in so well, because it's like not only musically, like the first time we played together, Josh came and played with me, just the two of us twice, and I said, right, this is gonna work. Not only when we first played together, everything clicked in place, but like as mates, we've all like. Me and Josh have become best mates, and all the boys were all best mates straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tight knit.
You can tell, because if he joined and it didn't work, then we'd be like, sorry, man.
Yeah, it's got. Obviously we're still looking for a drummer in St. Michael at the moment. If anyone's watching, you a drummer, hit us up.
I thought you didn't know you were still looking.
So we were still looking. We just haven't found the right person. But that's the thing, because we said you could be the best drummer in the world, but if you're not going to fit in with us, then there's no point having you.
It has to be right, 100%.
So Mort, bless his heart, he said he's still going to drum for us while we're still looking. He's been really nice about it, but I'm after Ollie Hussey because he's home.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and
has he moved back now?
He's not moved back. Well, he's here for a year. He's back for a year, so even if it's for a year, I'll Hussey back, because he was
a good drummer.
He was the perfect fit for St. Michael, because he had really good like vocal range, and he was good for harmonies, and he's just nice.
He's sound, isn't he? That's what you need.
And he's a well good drummer, so I'm after him. So if he's watching, he's on next week.
Tell him next week,
yeah.
He's on next week anyway.
He's not allowed to leave until he says
Just gaffer tape into the sofa.
Yeah,
I've seen what these guys can do.
I told you how it worked with Josh, mate.
Yeah.
While he's in here, you need someone outside going and rounding up the rest of his family.
Look, if I want to go,
Lewis would be a terrifying opponent.
Get him shouting Spanish at people. They won't know what's hit him.
Yeah. That man is probably still the tallest person I've ever met in my life.
You've met Cole.
Cole was like... Is Cole taller than Lewis? Is
it?
He's
7, mate. He's
maybe because when I was in high school, I was just down there, so Lewis were like...
He's still our lad.
Yeah, I know. We're talking like 3 inches of growth.
Yeah, it's been a very eventful growth.
Hey, he's best things come in little packages. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. Look at him.
This is what I mean. You can tell that he's joined our bag because I'm terroring him. Like.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes with it. I'm really excited. So other commitments of the day, obviously I know Clear Green was.
Yeah.
I saw that the lead singer had shaved his hair off, and I was kind of like, so is that it for Clear Green?
No, it's not. Well.
Why is that what you take from someone cutting the hair?
Because
that's how it works.
Really long hair down to that ear. I think it's just become more of a studio project for you boys.
I'm not going to disclose too much of what their plans are, but I don't think that like musical partnership is over. I think there'll probably be some form of
Clay Green in the future.
Yeah, either that or something else. Yeah. But I'm just waiting to see what happens with that.
I said like because I really like Ali and those boys as well, and I think what you guys did musically was great, and I didn't want to like break you up, which is why when you joined I was like, this is quality, but I don't want to ruin. But it's nice, and I said to Josh like, if you're doing stuff with them, do it. As long as you're committed the same that you are now, and you've got time to do it, do it.
Yeah, fair play, man. And I think Clear Green stuff is exciting, and I really enjoy what you did with Clear Green. And again,
the live shows were great.
I never saw them live. I never got a chance to come see you live, but it was the same again with Clear Green. Like I remember because you just started Commoners when you joined Clear Green. I remember you doing the stuff that they used to do, and then you came on, and it was immediate again. You could just tell it was your lead. I said, "I'm just sucking your dick, lad."
They did a great cover of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
I love playing that one.
Desert tunes that
we all come
it's on that list though. Sorry, I do apologise.
I bet he's thought about this for like 2 hours as well. He's gonna have like 5
easy, they are written down on my phone, but we'll get onto that.
We tried to do it off the cuff
Bro, I got
And
two
it was
tracks.
sharp.
I can't
It
do
was
it
so hard.
like straight off.
Yeah.
I just get brain freeze
Yeah.
immediately.
So-
I think if
As
I
you're
did
about
it
to
this
see.
week though, it would be different to what it was last week.
It changed
would
every
change
week.
all the time. That's why we
What was that last week,
we
innit?
put it off for ages. I
It's
think
like,
there's a few constants, but not too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always like one or two that kind of stick
Yeah.
across for all of them.
But yeah, stick around to hear Josh and Tucker's Desert Island EP's coming later on in the episode.
Sick.
Sick. So obviously, before Josh joined, Tuesdays have been together for a while. Even when I was in the inception of Commoners, like Lewis Roach had always mentioned you. That was when like Messiah Complex and stuff was out, like back in the day. Like shout out Messiah
Dude,
Complex. It doesn't exist
Fucking
anymore.
great tunes, I
Yeah,
think.
I really liked Messiah Complex.
Yeah.
Like, and I
tunes.
know obviously
Yeah.
you're not too keen on it, but then again, it's complete. It's a contrast to what you're doing now. So I understand that. Obviously,
It's just
that-
going
up,
It's,
man,
it's just
like,
progression, isn't it?
When we started, we was 18. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I was at bed, would have been 50. He was still in school.
Fucking young.
Do you know what I
young cunt.
mean? So it's like, it's only natural that we progressed. And I only got into like playing guitar and that when I was much later. You know, like some people, I mean, how long have you been playing guitar for and been into rock music for?
And been into rock music. I don't know.
Since
I've been
your
playing
whole
guitar.
life.
Months old.
rolled out the room with
Well,
fucking
this
a
is
shot into his back.
When I was 15, bro, I was walking around smoking spliffs, listening to Wiz Khalifa, thinking I was well hard. Do you know what I mean?
When he was fucking 12, mate, and we was in school, we did a cover of FCP remix.
Oh my
Always
God,
Joy.
I remember
And
that.
I don't know if you know that song. It's like a
That was
Madcore
so
song. It's got
hard.
One of the most disgusting guitarists I've ever heard in my life, and he was just like, right, give me a little bit. He just learned it by ear, like at fucking 12, and I'm just
This
like,
is
what
what
are
I
you
mean.
doing, man?
This is what I mean.
What
So
a
this is
fucking
why
memory.
we've developed, because I got into the scene and the music scene
I'll take a
when
beer,
I was
by the
about
way, Josh.
Yeah.
17.
What have you got?
Right, let me have a look. Spin them around.
Fucking
Let me choose one for you.
Oh, go on, let Tux fucking choose one.
Let me choose one for you. No, I'm driving, Josh. Gotta be sensible.
Fucking four there,
What are
man.
these?
Nice hells.
Oh, this has got someone on a longboard.
Pale
You're not
ale.
having that. It's well gross.
I'm gonna have this Moon Whistle Cosmo Pale Ale.
I'll have one.
There's a
Well,
hell.
give him that one because the other one's really cringy.
You want to let us have a
It's
gander?
got someone longboarding, man.
So I get these in a subscription. I told you about this. It's the
Yeah,
beer
Oh, your
52 thing.
subscription thing.
Yeah, yeah. Did you
Um,
have a look at the other ones?
Not like enough. I've like had a little look on the websites and stuff. I really need to cancel my subscriptions because I can't afford it. And then it comes out every 3 months, and I'm like, oh no, I've got to have more beer.
Not
Isn't it
beer,
40
What a
quid
shame.
or some shit?
What?
Isn't it like 40 quid as well?
You can make
It's
a choice,
about
can't you?
29 quid
Well,
for
that's
10.
spenny, that. For,
Yeah, so when
For
it
how
comes
many
out, it
beers?
hurts. You what?
For how many beers?
10.
Yeah.
10 beers. So
For
sometimes
little
they're
cans.
really good. Yeah, these you get cans and bottles, and you can choose whether you want a dark or light.
Yeah.
I always go light because dark beers are it's a risky business when you're getting random ones. Is it nice? Is it actually?
You lot all, you lot all love like your
Yeah.
beer
we do,
kind
yeah.
of. Bro, I don't drink.
What? You not drink?
No.
Fucking fair play. It's a good job we weren't doing like anything heavy like drinking this week, was we? We love beers. Like I said to you, the best subscription box I've ever had is the Northern Monk one though, because that's 35 quid a month and you get 8 beers, but the Northern Monk ones, so they're like well good
Nice.
and well high in percentage, and they're always the tall cans, so that's well good. But yeah,
Sick.
but appreciate the beers. So
No,
it's good. Appreciate it.
Sometimes they're quite good, but you get like one or two that are just the most undrinkable, horrible thing that you've ever drank in your life. So
That's every beer.
glad that you've not had any of those. But yeah,
Yeah,
these
I'll
ones are nice.
only drink when it's like when I want to get pissed. I won't drink for fun.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you know, you're all sat here like, sipping a beer.
yeah.
Couldn't do it.
That's my life, mate.
If you was like, right,
Sat
we're
in
getting
a beer.
fucked, I'd be like, right, I'll drink all 4 of the beers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't
Mate,
just sit there
I'll
sipping
just
it. It's
message
gross.
John like fucking Tuesday night or like Wednesday night. I'm like, do you want to go to tap room? We'll just go for one and then just go home. Just because
If you said go for one, I'd end up in there to fucking.
Have you tried
morning,
that tap roulette thing, the new
we
one?
made tap
We-
roulette.
You made tap
We
roulette.
made tap
We
roulette.
are
Oh, this is
pioneers.
incredible.
We've been playing tap roulette for about 2 years. So what the old game basically, you go in. We mentioned it on the podcast last week actually. You go in and you got all many.
We'd get to a point in the night where we couldn't be asked picking our own beers anymore.
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much.
So we just said to many, look, 6 quid, just pick me a beer.
And you
And
just
that was
beat
it.
the
Solid.
card.
And then we just tap the card without looking, and then that's it. We got what we
That's a
wanted.
really good idea for tap.
Yeah, and,
Really
so
good idea.
he sent me the picture of the roulette board, and I was like, mate, that is so fucking sick. I'm really glad you're doing it. And then I went in the other day, and I asked him how it'd been going, and he said, mate, it's the best way of getting rid of my beer I've ever done in my life.
I think is his problem not like getting people to try different stuff.
Yes. Yeah, he's getting there because it's the same people that go in, but for new people it's difficult. But for many, he doesn't see the value in putting sales on beer because he believes in the products. So now it's really good because he can put them on the wheel, and then if they're getting close to expiry date or whatever, or he wants to put Warren Fosters on there because he's a dickhead.
Oh, I've got a story about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I do.
Go on, tell us it.
You have to tell it now. You can't bitch it. You have to tell it now.
All right.
I bet it's really boring.
It's about 3 minutes. You can.
Oh fucking hell! Lad. No, joking. Go on.
We'll tell it in 1 minute.
No, it's the Warren Foster's thing. My sister went into tap with my cousin, and they seen this tap roulette, and they're like, "That's a great idea. We'll definitely have a few dudes on that." And they saw the Warren Fosters on it, and this cousin says to my sister, "He's like, if you got a Warren Fosters once, would you pay is it a tenner? £5 to have another go and see if you can bring it back with another beer?" And she said, "Yeah, I think I'd definitely do that." And I said, "If you got Warren Fosters twice, would you then put another £5 in to see if you could get a beer that's worth the 2 Warren Fosters you've got?" And she said, "Definitely not. As a go on it once, gets a Warren Fosters. As another go, gets another Warren Fosters, and I just fucking paid a tenner for like the shittest drink ever."
That is disgusting.
She drank them. She sucked
put
them.
it in my mouth and spat it in the fucking bartender's face.
Sucked them.
It's a dangerous game, but statistically, the chance of getting a Warren Fosters is quite slim.
Yeah,
solo. I was the other night, and I got from it I got a Rivington and an Omnipolo, so I was like fucking
bang him.
And then
you're talking Swahili to me. Right
good beers, mate. Good beers.
I believe you.
But yeah, whilst we're in the midst of it, I might as well say, obviously, if you're watching from home and you're on YouTube, fucking give it a like. Obviously, 50% of you aren't subscribed, fucking dickheads. So make sure you subscribe. And if you
comment, subscribe,
yeah, all that shit, fucking on Spotify, make sure you fucking download it. And if you're on Apple Music, leave us a review. Right, back to it anyway. So
that shit's out.
We started on the origins of Ruby Tuesdays and didn't quite finish it. So
the origins.
How did Ruby Tuesdays come to be?
It's not that. It's just the same as anything else. It's not like anything that interesting. We just all had a taste for music. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I ended up robbing Barnsey and Baird from Elephant Bay. I don't know if you remember them.
I was probably about 13 then.
It's Emily Jackson and Bella Casson. You know Hot Minute?
I know Hot Minute.
Yeah, Bella from Hot Minute, her old band. So I robbed Barnsey and Baird from there, and they ended up breaking up. And then Matty I met at college, and he used to take pictures for us, and our bass player just wasn't really that great. Like, not to be tight to him or anything. Like, he's a really nice lad, and I'm sure he's probably a lot better now than he was. Vice just said, like, "Come on, Matty, you can just join." And then he just went from there. But it's one of them. It's like, I think the good thing about the band is that there's a lot of different musical influences that impact the tunes. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I'll write the song and then everyone will add to it, essentially. Which is why it works so well, especially with Josh being in it now. Because this lad, like, if you tell him, "I want it like this,"
he'll do it like
he does it. And then I'm like, "Oh, actually, maybe try this." He's like, "Yep." Or I remember in this new one, there's a bit where there's a break in the vocals and then a little lead bit, just a second. I'm like, "Josh, I want it to go wee wee like that." And straight away, he did it. I'm like, if you did that with anyone else, he'd be like, "What the fuck are you on about?" That?
He's just a genuinely disgusting bastard. That, like, everyone that's ever seen you play, like, they were just like, "I fucking hate that cunt." Why can you play that well?
You don't even need any musical talent to understand like how good he is, especially watching you go throughout school. like not knowing anything about music and just watching you pick up the guitar when you were like 13 and playing in school. You were like, to have that much talent being so young. Like, you could only get better, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
And now we're allowing him to blossom.
Yeah.
You should, honestly, Matt, so when we left off before pre-COVID, I mean, we've not played in 18 months now, since March last year. And the set list was full of, like, some old tunes like Militant Pop and all that stuff. Oh, Josh, stop.
He hates that I like the old
all
tunes.
the old songs, the shite, anyway. This new set list, we've rehearsed it back to front, and it's a show now. Yeah. It's not just playing songs. It's a show, and I'm so excited for everyone to hear it, because You end up leaving it with your head fucking spinning.
Yeah.
Because it's song after song, it's just driving, mate.
You've got a couple of banging sold out shows. I just saw you upgraded the one in Newcastle to Think
Yeah,
Tank.
yeah, it's sold out.
That's massive. That's massive. So you do you want to tell the folk at home what gigs you've got coming up, what they can check out? Obviously, Electric Church and
yeah, the church is already sold out. So we sold out Newcastle. We was playing at Time and Surf Cafe, and essentially we oversold it. There was some mess up on the tickets, and they said, "Look, you can either do another day at Surf Cafe or upgrade to Think Tank."
A fucking upgrade.
And I thought, kind of fancy playing Think Tank, mate. It's one of them where it's like, when you actually start selling shows out, it's like people are fucking listening now. It's exciting to know that you've sold, like, however many miles away Newcastle is, it's like we've sold it out that far away. So that sold out. Blackburn sold out, which was quite a thing. Like, it's the first time we sold it out before the night. Yeah. Like, we sold it out on the night before. It's the first time we sold it out like so far in advance. I was like,
fair play, man. Fair play.
You can see everyone's like listening now. But yeah, so we're playing Hull on the 9th of September. Again, nearly sold out. Leeds 2 days later at the Lending Room on the 11th of September. Then the church, which is sold out. Then on the 14th of October, it's Think Tank in Newcastle. 4th of November is in Bristol with our old guitarist Barnsey. He's going to do a couple of tunes with us. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to go on vocals and Josh play and Barnsey play. And then Jimmy's Liverpool, 16th of December. And then on Mad Friday, the day after, 17th of September in Clitheroe.
That'll be a good one.
Which is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, fucking too, right. So if you want to get tickets for that, obviously, I'll leave links in the description so you can grab tickets.
Sweet.
And stuff. But yeah, that's going to be some clash shows. I'm really looking forward to that. And then I think I'm going to go down to Clitheroe if you want to join.
You definitely should.
Are you playing in Clitheroe?
Old School Rooms. You know where Key Street is? Just next door.
Yeah, I've been in there before. We went in for Nick Jitsy's like wedding fucking bash or something. They were like celebrating. So I can't remember what they were celebrating, but I was there and it's a decent.
Didn't get invited. Good,
did you know?
Cheers, Nick.
And mate, it was like 2.5. I can't.
Yeah, I feel beefed here.
Did you not go?
I probably was invited. I'm probably busy, so I'm only joking. We wish you the best, Nick.
Legend. Shout out Nick Jitsy. Top bloke. Fucking yeah. No, I'm fucking well excited for these shows.
It'll be good.
It's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to White Festival as well.
Oh yeah, we are playing Isle of Wight.
You've got festivals coming up as well.
Oh mate, that's been such a such a headache sorting out.
Hard work.
It's great when they said you're playing Isle of Wight festival. I'm like, fucking get in, mate. And they're like, yeah, you've got to sort out ferries and how many people get guest list tickets and who's going with you and who's paying for what. And it's like, fuck me.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, like I'm just sick of managing this band. I'm sick of it, mate. I've had enough. Like, if there's any managers out there, we're fucking great. We can make you loads of money. Come managers, because I've had enough.
I think you enjoy it a little bit, though.
Yeah, I like the stress.
Yeah, you definitely enjoy it.
I'm a band leader.
He loves it.
Because I can tell everyone off and just fucking do what I want.
Yeah, fucking brilliant. I don't know about you boys, but recently, I remember like during the first lockdown, there was a lot of people throwing around the word the phrase I can't remember what fuck it's gone off the top of my head. Like anxiety, do you know, like reopening anxiety?
Oh yeah.
And when I first saw it, I was like, this is bullshit. It's never going to happen. Recently, it's been fucking killing me. And I'm thinking about coming back and playing shows with Michael, and like it's stressing me the fuck out.
Yeah,
so I wanted to wonder. I was wondering how you boys are dealing with it, and if you're fucking thinking like, how are you going to prepare for a post-COVID environment?
I went to a gig yesterday, and it was weird. It was in an academy. It was dead weird. But once I was there,
who's you watching?
I got free tickets to see Larkins. It's not really my thing, but
yeah,
it was a good gig.
Fucking haircuts and rolled up jeans, man.
That's me.
Yeah, enjoy it.
But it was
good last night.
You definitely should have. It was a good gig, but it was absolutely packed out in the academy. It was weird. Like, went up to the bar and it's just absolutely crowded, just like nothing had happened really. But once I was there, I kind of like thought, this is pretty fucking sick actually. So I'm now really looking forward to the shows coming up. Yeah. But I don't know how it's gonna go.
The only thing that concerns me is some fucking
delinquents don't get
some dickhead coming in and giving me COVID, and then me having to postpone or cancel shows.
That's the thing
That's the only thing I'm asked about is having to cancel shows.
I think we've really got to be careful, haven't we, with it. Like, it's all good fun. Like, after you play a show, people are pissed and they come up to you and you chat to them. But like, it's shit like you got to be wary about. And
I think
it's just irritating because it's like you don't want to be as well. Yeah, I just want to cuddle everyone and be like, thanks for coming, man.
Have a laugh. Yeah, but it's. I just don't know how it's going to be. I think after the first show, like you do, we do, I think we'll be kind of like, right, this is how it is. I know it is, but it stresses me out thinking like how things are actually going to be when we play at Electric Church on the 4th. Shout out. And like, I just like the ticket sales have been fine, but then the more we sell, I'm like, shit, this many people is going to be in a room. Like, that's stressful.
Isn't that big?
No,
it's not big.
But it's also a 200 cap venue.
A lot of people crammed in there. It'll be.
No, don't be saying this.
Tell me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
So I can get perspective as how bad it's going to be.
It's going to be pretty bad. Probably not as bad as what your gig's going to be there, but it's.
Oh, what do you mean? In terms of how busy
it's going to be.
Yeah.
See, it's like I'm looking forward to it. The thing that worries me more is the fact that I've not played since last March. I'm like, I've forgotten how to like interact with the crowd.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you not? You didn't do any live streams, did you, or anything?
No, I couldn't do any of that shit. We got offered to play all this like, come play whilst everyone's sat down. I'm like, mate, people need to be twatting into each other when I'm playing it. I'm not fucking Sting. Do you know what I mean? Paul Simon.
I'm not Sting.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, everyone sit down and drink fucking red wine while I play this aggressive music. Do you know what I mean?
I agree with that though. I wouldn't want to play a gig where everyone sat down.
We got offered loads of them, mate. Especially before you joined, we got offered loads of them. We got offered one where it was like some big at Horton Tower. And that was big. There was like, there's but everyone's in bubbles and everyone's sat down. I was like, no, fuck off.
Yeah. Pits, lad.
Not interested.
Sort pits and shit. We did one at Bootleg Social Club, and the first 10 minutes it was like, yes, this is fucking sick, we're playing a gig, and then you're kind of looking around like there's no interaction. You're like, right, what do I do now? Because I feel dead out. Because you thrive off the crowd, but realistically, if you're playing in front of 5 people,
feels like you're doing a school performance again, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's fucking awkward. And then
everyone's like that.
Yeah, it is. You finish a song, and the 5 people that are still fucking doing the production, it's like. And you're like, cheers, thank you. I would take it and piss me. I would just like asking people to put like F's in the chat and shit. But yeah, they were fucked. But I'm excited to come back and go see shows again.
Yeah.
Like we were meant to be at fucking Slam Dunk, but that we forgot that it was on the same day as the St. Michael gig, so I had to not go.
The fact that I didn't book a hotel early enough and they were 500 quid.
Yeah,
so
joke.
No.
Mate, that's a joke as well at the minute. How expensive
everywhere was sold out.
Hyperinflation.
So the cheapest one I could find was like 530 quid.
Shit.
That's such a joke, mate. Like.
So I went, fuck that, I got my 70 quid back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we've got Brim the Horizon as well at the end of September.
Where's that?
It's at Sheffield. It's in the
Flyers,
so that's going to be exciting. But again, like I think it's
Bring
good to have
Horizon, bro.
Huh?
We used
Bring
to
me
love
the Horizon.
My favourite.
He's not into all the heavy shit.
It's
that
no,
surprises
it's just. I don't know. It's just like haircuts in it. Do you know what I mean?
We used to be well into them. Do you remember? In like
I still
high
am.
school,
We've not grown up. We were just listening to a track called Quiet Kid by what were they called, like Sun Summer, and it was just like really heavy, and Joe was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, wait for the breakdown and I'll tell you. I was still like well into that.
Sick.
But like
that'll be well good,
bro. I'm not judging.
Yeah, I'm surprised you never got into that sort of stuff, because like
I listened to it, but I wasn't one of them where I'd like go wear Drop Dead Apparel or whatever it is.
Yeah, that was me.
You walked around like you were sponsored by Drop Dead.
Yeah, it was fucked, mate. I used
burning your mum's money like it was fucking going
fucking
out.
burning my money. I've had a job since I was 13. My mum and dad don't pay shit for me. I've got fucking 5 brothers and 4 sisters, bro.
Ooh.
How did you have a job since you were 13?
Because I worked at White Bull when Oliver was there. I just wash it in the kitchen.
Oh,
Don't mess
that's
it
so
in.
depressing washing pots.
I know, I fucking miss
Like the smell of Yorkshire pudding batter.
Yeah.
Did you ever like?
Disgusting, man. That's
to,
put me off Yorkshire puddings for life being a pot wash. Disgusting, man. No, it hasn't. It hasn't. You can't be put off. It's a British staple.
I used to.
Nearly did though. Fuck me,
I
man.
love Yorkshire puddings. I used to just put my earphones in and listen to Slipknot and just fucking wash dishes like really angrily. And I was like, "What are you listening to?" I'm like, "Don't fucking off."
I was into Slipknot.
Yeah, fucking.
That was first gig I went. Well, I went to Wiz Khalifa and then went to Slipknot. So it's like two
polar opposites,
but both fucking great gigs, to be fair.
We're gonna have to cut it quick here because obviously the camera's gonna run out, and we've got no camera week this week. Fuck you, Lewis. So we're just gonna cut it
nice
quick
one,
here.
Lewis,
I don't know if there's gonna be a break,
Unbelievable.
or whatever, or an advertisement or whatever. But if not, we'll just cut straight back. So yeah,
sick.
We'll be back in a second. Fucking sick. And we're back. Thank you for joining us back for the second half, boys. Really appreciate it. Do you want to do a quick sync as well? Fucking love it. Thank you very much. Amazing. So, Josh Tucker. That's what implies, lad. Josh Tucker. Imagine, right? You're on a fucking desert island, right? Basically, you fucking this like big fucking like hippos like coming after you, right? It's slow pace, but you know it's got big horns, so it's better to fuck you up.
Yeah,
right?
It has endurance.
Oh no, rhino.
Big hippo with horns.
Rhinos. It's no fuck it. I'm sticking with it. It's a hippo with a big fucking horn on its head.
That'd be terrifying, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. So
I wouldn't even try running.
It's coming at you, right? It's trying to fucking have you. But you don't give a shit because you've got your fucking iPod Shuffle on, right? And you've got 5 tracks on this iPod Shuffle that you can only listen to for the rest of your existence. What are those 5 tracks? Josh Tucker, whoever wants to go first.
I've got them written down, hang on.
Also, before we go into this, there is now a playlist on Spotify with everyone's.
That's pretty sick.
It's fucked, mate. So every song that was ever mentioned on this show on 5 Track Desert Island EP is on Spotify. You can check the link in the description. It's a manic playlist. It goes from fucking Nelly Furtado to fucking to Municipal Waste. It's fucked, mate. But
we had it on at my house the other day, and we were just like,
it was mad. But yeah, so your tracks will be on be on that playlist as of tonight when I edit this episode. So. I don't know which.
I'll have a go at it.
Go on, Josh.
Go on then.
I would go definitely a song from Songs for the Deaf by Queens of the Stone Age. Maybe First It Giveth by Queens of the Stone Age. I think that would give me a lot of courage faced with this opponent.
With a horn on it.
Yeah,
the
horny hippo.
I'm gonna fucking
shaggy that hippo.
I'm gonna Photoshop it and just bang it up on screen now.
Yeah,
there it is, fucking hippo with horn.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is some terrifying shit.
It's like, imagine you playing Hungry Hippos, but they had horns on the red, lad. They had fucking like
that's a nightmare I don't want to have.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Second song, I would go. I've been listening to Wolf Alice, maybe She by Wolf Alice. That's a pretty cool tune.
Lipstick on the Glass.
Lipstick on the Glass. Yeah, I'd put that on as well.
I never got fucking into Wolf.
Do you not like it?
I've just never listened to it.
Yeah,
it's great. This new album they've done.
I think you'd like their early shit. It's very like grunge 90s.
Yeah,
I like it.
Because I was the same. Because my missus wanted to go see him like 4 years ago. I was like, nah, I just shy. I've listened back to him like, what the fuck was wrong with me?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
They're pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
How many have I done? That's 2. Oh no, 3.
Oh,
2 Wolf Alice.
Well?
Yeah, I'd put that.
2 Wolf Alice on there. That's a fucking curveball. That no one's ever done 2.
I'm full of surprises, Leo.
I fucking know. Dick and ball out. I'd be fucking dead. You kill that fucking hippo, lad. You kill it.
Don't need the songs.
I'll just put Josh's
I'll
dick
take
in
me
the
headphones
out. It's too intimidated.
You know, like when you face a bear and you make yourself look bigger like that.
Yeah, you just make sure you're like, look at Hippo's like, look at this cunt that's like 4'10", you which is cock hair. It's fucking like 12 foot.
Yeah, he'd be shocked. It'd be confused.
Around his leg.
He'd just look at you like, huh? Back off. No, I don't want this shit.
It's too weird for me. I'm turning back.
Go on, song 4.
Song 4. I would go. It's got to be a John Mayer one. I'd probably.
Fucking wet, bro.
I know. I'm honestly. I would go. Oh fucking hell. Maybe.
I'm so
maybe Gravity by.
Gravity
by John Mayer is a bit of a tune. I would have come up with a better one. And I would also probably put a Foo Fighters one in. I was listening to a lot of them yesterday. Maybe Stacked Actors by Foo Fighters. Nice. Yeah. We'll say that for today.
Yeah, that sounds good, mate. I like
that.
Fucking, they'll be on the playlist. I remember fucking. Obviously, I never really got into Queens of the Stone Age, but I remember when you were showing us them Crooked Vultures.
Yeah.
Played, Gunman, like.
In fact, let's replace John Mayer for now, because
Jesus.
Not that he's not my favourite guitarist of all time, but Elephant by them Crooked Vultures is also a big tune. That was such a fun one to play, wasn't it? That was sick.
Yeah, we had some good times playing them, and then we played Comfortably Numb as well by Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
and that is still probably my favourite solo.
I remember you not being massively into playing that at the start, and then after we did it a few times, you were like, "This is sick."
I love that. I still on my playlist. Like I don't listen to much.
Who was singing when
Did we even have a singer?
Was it D?
I know. Remember, like Chloe Wolfenden from my year.
It might have been
shows wheels, but then I think D did do a couple.
Yeah.
But I think there was a few
D?
shows. Yeah.
Always Sunny.
Yeah.
It's my sister. She was in.
Damn sons of bitches.
Was in a band with Matty Hall.
Yeah, Matty Hall always says this.
I was in a fucking band with
How's your sister?
Cheers, for that, Matty
Yeah.
Hall. I'm gonna tell you, man. I've got written down.
But yeah, fucking we love playing. We did a couple shows.
We had some good times
We had some
playing
good
music.
times. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. The boys are both lovely. They're very talented.
Not me.
Right,
I'm
you ready?
like
You ready?
Not talented.
You ready?
Right.
You are.
First one.
You are.
Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. I already told you this.
Yeah.
And that's why I loved it when you boys did that cover with Clear Green. That's just a banger. Do you know what I mean? Straight up banger.
Yeah.
That's one where I've always said, like, if you had to listen to one song, I could easily listen to that.
Yeah.
But then, in big contrast, it's Pretty Vacant by Sex Pistols, because you can kick the fuck out of the Hippo listening to that.
Yeah, that's an invigorating
Yeah.
kicking tune.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to kick.
Rename your playlist to hippo kicking tunes.
Should I put it in the description?
Hippo stomp.
Tunes to kick hippos.
Stonkers that fucking hippos fucking hate.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that, and then it Smells Like Teen Spirit, just because I think Kurt Cobain was one of the greatest songwriters ever.
Yeah.
So naturally brought, and that's what I fucking admire in musicians, is the ones who are so DIY, because that's what we are. Like, we manage ourselves, fucking do up graphics ourselves, do everything ourselves. Like, so he's a bit idolic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man.
And I just fucking love that song.
That's why
it's one of them where it's like it's too overplayed, but then you listen to it, you're like,
and it's a banger.
fuck me, this song's unbelievable.
I kind of feel like that about Linkin Park, man, because they did everything within the band, like everything was done internally, and that fucking Mike Shinoda, like doing the graphics for Hybrid Theory, which is now probably one of the most
insane album covers.
Yeah, and it's one of the probably most recognisable album covers of all time. Everything was done internally, like they were mental, and I appreciate that DIY aspect as well. But yeah,
there's just all them elements, bro, isn't there? And then next one, this is going to be a bit of a curveball, is Sweet Lorraine by Louis Armstrong.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, man, I love that song so much. I think it's a cover of someone else's tune. I think Frank Sinatra did a version of it as well. But just his voice on that is unreal. It's got like a really nice keyboard, piano in the background. Have a listen to that, man. It's great. Absolutely great. The epitome of like what jazz should be. And then Paranoid by Black Sabbath, because that's what got me into playing rock music.
Yeah, fair fucking play. It's a great track. I actually saw Black Sabbath. Me and my family went.
Did you?
When they last fucking.
Yeah, I went as well.
Yeah,
I went to Manchester with my dad.
Yeah.
Me and my dad went, and I said Georgia was living in Leeds at this time, my girlfriend. And I said to my dad, they're playing Leeds next week, I'm going to take Georgia. So I went that week, and then drove up to Leeds and took Georgia the week after. Yeah, fucking unbelievable,
They were fucking great to watch.
And he's doing that, isn't he?
Yeah,
he does that. He can't move, Ozzy Osbourne. He just grabs all that mic, standing, rocks back and forth, and then belts fucking Sabbath out.
You remind me of Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, good. Fucking too right.
Yeah, you're just like Ozzy Osbourne, man.
I tell you what, though, I wish I could take as many drugs as Ozzy Osbourne did, but I've got to be fucking switched on, mate. So I'm completely teetotal because I'm fucking managing the band, doing designs for the band, writing the tunes for the band,
write the tunes,
booking the fucking studio time for the band. I don't get to fucking sniff loads of bacon, trip my nut.
Do you know what? It's probably not a good idea then if you get a manager, maybe.
Bro, it'll be like, right, the past 4 years I've missed out. Give me all the money and all the fucking drugs. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, fucking. Earlier we asked if there was any managers for the Ruby Tuesdays. We're now revoking. Keep Tucker safe.
That's safety.
That's the new movement. Keep Tucker fucking safe.
I know. Well, that's part of the reason I don't drink, bro. I just get a bit too carried away. Do you know what I mean?
Worry about you sometimes.
Fucking. I think we've sucked Josh's dick a lot. So we're gonna suck your dick a little bit now. Well, I definitely am. So we touched briefly on the graphics of Ruby Tuesdays, and that's one thing that's always like stuck out to me is like the social media presence for Ruby Tuesdays. It looks fantastic. It's super consistent, and it's just nice to see every time it comes up.
Yeah, no.
So and I know you are the guy behind that Tucker's Creative Studios, previously Slapdash, previously, and many fucking names.
Yeah, we've had several that we're finally stuck now. I think.
And I like the fucking new logo, the cat man. That's fucking
it's cool,
sick.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and there's been a couple of stuff like I'm gonna obviously for you, I'll throw a couple on the screen of stuff we previously done.
Yeah, nice.
Wow, look at that. That's
amazing.
Sick.
Like and subscribe.
That was fucking sick. That was fucking sick as well. I do like that one. Fucking. Obviously, we don't know what I'm putting up yet, but I think I'm gonna put up that one you did for Cabbage. I fucking love that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I love that one. I've always really liked that one. That's probably my favourite one
that's
you've ever
some
done.
60s weird, like, hippie psychedelic movement stuff.
Yeah, and then it's got like, so it's like kind of like a rainbow kind of thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that, to be fair, I think I ripped someone off doing that. I was just looking through some old, like, I've got all these design books, obviously, because I'm a graphic designer. I've got all these design books. It's just fucking, like, adulterated fucking looking at pictures, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, I just try and get inspiration from stuff like that. But I think the main thing I'm doing at the minute is trying to get into music videos.
Yeah.
Me and Sean Peckham, I don't know if you know Sean.
I know him through you. I know, like,
yeah, he's unbelievably talented. But me and him are really good mates, and he's a phenomenal videographer, and I like to take my own trumpet and say I'm a fucking great editor. So we're combining, we're putting our fucking rings together, mate, and turning it into some mega Zorg or whatever the fuck they're called.
I did like the one that was like that Snoop Dogg one.
Oh yeah.
Did that actually ever go to Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Fucking, so that's mental. How did that come to be then?
So I work for, they're called TEG MJR, and they're a promotions company. So essentially, they book artist tours. They pay them a set fee. And then they got all the money from tickets. You know how it works. And like once you reach a certain standard, then it's the promotions company, so that the artists don't worry about ticket sales
and
or
spend
anything.
all the money on drugs.
Yeah, exactly. So I work for them I do graphics, but mainly video stuff. That's how I did the De La Soul stuff, Snoop Dogg. I did Lucy Spraggan recently. Apparently she's from X Factor.
Lucy Spraggan, name's familiar.
Oh, mate, they sent me. This is no offence to lesbians at all. I'm not trying to offend any lesbians.
This is about to get censored.
Ruby Tuesdays have been cancelled.
Yeah. So no. So I think she's one of them where it's like she's quite big in that community as a musician. You know, there's some artists who really resonate with a certain person, and because she's a lesbian herself, and they sent me over the footage. And it's just all lasses. The whole thing was just lasses. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like, this is like I'm just editing like lesbians looking at a chief lesbian. I was like, this is fucking great. Yeah. Like, not in a bad way. It was great to see that obviously she's fucking doing great. And this song that I've edited, it's one of them, when you edit in a video, you spend so long editing the video and you listen to the same tune over and over. It's like the Sherlock stuff. Yeah. I did the lyric videos for Magic Man by the Sherlocks and Waiting by the Sherlocks, both great tunes. Yeah. But if I ever hear that fucking tune again, man, I'm spinning someone's jaw. I can't deal with it. It's fucking one of them. Editing's great, but then it's like when we're doing our music video next week for this new tune that we've done, which is a great tune. Yeah.
You're like, we're gonna
be fucking listening to it for 6 hours straight doing this music video. I can't be arsed.
Yeah. It's the worst nightmare, in it? The song you once previously loved. Like by the time it's really fucking hated because you've heard it that many times.
And like, you don't know if it's good anymore.
We hated Idea 14 like the minute it came out.
No, I love Idea 14.
Do you actually like Idea 14?
Yeah, I did the artwork as well.
Yeah, you did Idea 14.
I a little bit biased, but it's fucking shit.
Because that was a fucking stonker of a cover art. It looked well.
Yeah.
Quality.
But fucking Open. I'm still not sick of Open Up.
To be honest, the tunes you put out so far are fucking bangers.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Is Open Up the one with the video?
Yeah,
the one
great tune. Yeah, I love that.
I like that music video. That was sick.
Dapo. Yeah,
fuck it, he's great.
He's class, mate.
What's he called? Dapo.
Dapo. So
I shout out Dapo.
Yeah, shout out Dapo.
Quality in that video, man.
Dapo in his dances.
He's dancing round, mate.
I've seen it. It's sick.
Fuck, it's quality.
So that video was done by a guy called Finn McSkimming, and if he's watching, shout out to him. I think he's
Finn McSkimming.
Yeah.
That's quality.
Yeah,
he said that rolls off the tongue, didn't it? He sounded like a fucking superhero, man. Finn McSkimming.
I think he was on about coming, because he lives in London now, but he was on about coming up to see St. Michael on the 4th, so I was on about maybe getting him on the podcast, because he's a genuinely nice guy. I knew him through my brother, because he met him through uni, through like playing American football, and he was the nicest guy ever, and he shot it, and he sorted everything out. Like, we didn't know Dapo. I didn't really know Finn at the time. Then we went to shoot it on a day in Leeds, and they were the nicest guys ever. We had such a good time. And Dapo is such a sweetheart, man. Such a nice guy. And they had all the ideas, and they sent it all. But on the day, it was a lot of our input as well. Like, we had a couple of ideas. Like, there's the shot that goes with the drone that goes underneath the car.
I love that shit.
That was
That's
Nick's
sick.
idea, but Nick was shitting himself. I've got this idea, but I don't want to say anything. I'm like, mate, just fucking say
it's your video, isn't it?
Yeah, but we had a lot of fucking input on that, and they were such nice guys, and it was just good fun. But
out of curiosity, how much did you spend on that? How much did they charge?
We just paid their expenses. So
really?
we just paid for Dapo's trains and just shit like that, the clothes that they bought. So I think we ended up paying something like 200 quid.
Sick.
That was it.
It's such a good video.
And I don't know, because Finn has a YouTube channel and it's really well edited and he does it really well and he did a great job in the music video. And I don't think he's done anything like that since, but he has such a fucking talent for it. He has such a knack for it. He's fucking great.
Oh man, I love the whole idea of the video. It was like, it were a good. Just the timeline of it all.
It was
like,
only me. We just sent him the track. He was like, "I've got an idea." Sent us the fucking storyboard and what was going on, what we were doing on the day, and we was like, "Sound." And then we just drove around Leeds and fucking. It was cold up Ilkley Moor. That was fucking.
Ilkley Moor's unreal, man.
There was like people because obviously we were recording that bass in like there were people just stood on top that had been rock climbing and they were throwing like 20p's at us and we weren't playing anything. We weren't plugged in. And then some guy messaged us on fucking Facebook like, "Saying you're doing that today. It was fucking sick. Like fair play, like it was crazy." And then we obviously did shot outside Hyde, that was sick as well.
I bet there's bare people walking past that. I used to walk to uni past that every single day.
Really? Yeah. It's fucking.
When I saw the video, I was like,
I know that place.
I walked past that place.
It was sick. We just had like Nick's car pulled up on the left, and he was playing it through his car, and we were just playing to it. Yeah, but yeah, fucking. I think we're gonna get Finn back on a music video eventually because he was so sick.
Oh, he did a good job of that.
Really fucking.
I mean, no offense to Finn, but get me to do your music video, man. I'm sat right here. Come on, lad.
I've been persuaded.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I can't wait to edit.
He's got your family in the back of a van.
Yeah, he's got.
This is how I got
all 20 of them.
This is how I got the Snoop Dogg work.
Fucking Snoop Dogg shit scared of you, man.
Just extorting celebrities left.
Oh, to be fair, that might actually have to be. I might have to change one of my tunes. In fact, I'm having 6 tunes because I'm a champion. Alright,
that's fine.
So I need you to add onto this playlist. Never Left by Snoop Dogg.
That's fine.
He samples Cream by Wu-Tang and it's fucking unreal. It's one of my girlfriend's favourite hip-hop tune.
Do you know why I'm okay doing that? Because on fucking Lewis Fordham's episode, Pandas, you fucking took the piss out of me saying that, he's only done 4. He'd actually done 5. He ended up putting 6 when I fucking went and added the songs in the playlist. And you're always like, you're math shit, you fucking dickhead. He actually done 5.
Taking that well personally, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You're
I think
shit, you fucking dickhead.
that means you get 7.
I'm fucking Aggie, bro. Don't fucking test me. I'm fucking fuming. I'm listening to Ruby Tuesday's tracks getting me Aggie, bro.
they have that
effect.
effect.
For our set, I think the songs on Spotify will make you Aggie. You end up fucking breaking someone's jaw
I
again.
Fucking can't wait, man. That's my favourite type of game.
It's quality.
Yeah, fucking. We wanted to touch on, me and Joe were speaking about this previously. Obviously, Blackburn Rovers released the kits this year. Probably the best kits they've done in a long time.
Like
going back to the red and
Yeah.
black and then the yellow fucking third kit. And obviously, everyone in my family was sending me the videos. And I was like, that's fucking Tuesdays. Like, and I know it was last year as well. You'd done it on.
Yeah,
they
got us on board with the training kit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was fucking sick. So how did that come to be? Like, how did obviously you Blackburn lads and fucking.
Well, Josh is a Burnley fan, but
he's not a Burnley fan.
I mean, my household is Burnley. It's a Burnley fan household, so by default,
take him off.
if I'm to support a team,
honestly, I'll
it's
beat
Burnley
it out
Football
of him.
Club.
He's only been in
Sorry,
the band for
folks.
about 3 months, so I will beat it out of him at some point.
Can you beat it out of Luke as well?
You're wearing quite a Burnley t-shirt there, actually.
Fuck you.
So you can't start doing that.
Whilst we're on it as well.
It's like there's this white, red, and black over there.
I like the t-shirt.
Whilst we're on it as well, fucking the support from Fred Perry as well. What was that about? You fucking playing in their shops across the country?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, so it's all. I mean, you know how it works in the music industry. It's all about fucking how everything's framed as well. Like, so it's not Fred Perry directly working with us. It's the people who do their
PR and stuff.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Their sync.
Yeah.
So it's the company who does their sync reached out to us, was like, we really like your songs. Can we play it on? This is our client. So there's Fred Perry, some other just random shop, and a pizza place in Harrogate or something like that.
Yeah, so Fred Perry's sick though.
Yeah, yeah, man. So it's stuff like that. So it's not like when you see it's like, oh, we're on at Rovers, like fucking great. But it's not like the managers come up to us and be like, it's like the marketing team. Do you know what I mean? It's just stuff like that.
But it is fucking sick when they're like posting about the kits and they're like fucking up the Tuesdays.
I clocked it like last week when they released the third strip and they've done that video and what have you.
Yeah.
I was sat there, I saw the video at work and I had no sound on. I was like, oh, I'll watch that later. I put it on, I was like, that's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
It's
great.
Like, when did this happen?
Yeah, it's great. No, so it's their head of marketing, Mike Graveston, who's actually Labour MP for the Ribble Valley. So if any of you are watching from the Ribble Valley, we need to get Nigel Evans out because he's a prick. So if everyone could vote for Mike Graveston, I'd appreciate it. He'd appreciate it. The rest of the Ribble Valley would appreciate it.
Link in the description.
Everyone whose fucking families aren't being fed because of all this COVID situation would appreciate it. Because Nigel Evans does not give a fuck about the Ribble Valley, does he, in reality? Just wanted to get out there.
Him when he's doing
This is the first political
Fuck you, Nigel Evans. But yeah, Mike Graveston, the head of marketing, got in touch, and he's a quality guy, really great guy. And they've been nothing but supportive for us. There's stuff in the pipipeline for this release as well, but I've got to keep it quiet.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm fucking looking forward.
But yeah, those kits are beautiful as well.
They're nice.
And Mike also had a hand in the kits as well.
Oh, class.
He's honestly a great guy with great taste.
They're beautiful kits. I remember what's the fucking maker of the kits called? They're like
Macron, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd never heard of them before, and then when I seen that they was doing the kits, I was a bit like, all right, that's a bit strange. And then I did the research, and obviously they're quite big in that sort of field. Yeah. And then they released the kits, and I'm like, red and black fucking away kits. And
man, I'm getting my hands on one for our Blackburn kit.
100%, man. The red and black's so nice.
Yeah, I'm getting it for our Blackburn.
I remember when fucking I used to have a season ticket and go when I was younger, and they had the red and black kits then, and I'm like, it was just so fucking sick to see, like. And then obviously seeing you boys on it, that was even fucking better. Like,
yeah, man. It's quality, and there's nothing but love for Rovers. We've been offered stuff from Preston North End recently as well. There was like, do you want to come down and play the match, whatever, the pre-match?
Yeah, like
and I was like, no, no, I don't actually.
Would you do Aki Stanley?
No.
Why not Aki Stanley?
I wouldn't touch anyone but Rovers. You've got to, behave yourself. Bed's a Newcastle fan, but if Newcastle said like, I'd be like, no, Rovers the whole way.
I'll do it on my own.
Yeah, do it. I don't give a fuck.
You got to support the underdogs, man.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I don't have to do anything. Don't tell me what to do.
He's going to knock you out, bro. I'll take his family. Fuck's sake. But no, yeah, fucking love that, man. Like, it's all bigger things with Rovers then.
Yeah.
To be expected.
Yeah. And I think everything's looking a bit more positive for Rovers overall. They seem to be listening to the fans again. Yeah. Which needed to happen, really, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Shut up, lad.
Yeah, fucking
Aki Stanley fan over it.
Shoot him off. You can play
Proud.
Aki Stanley. Yeah, I'll come play Aki Stanley. Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Just you two.
We'll bring back Commoners.
If Aki Stanley's marketing team are involved.
Let's bring back the Commoners.
Dick and Dom over here when I play a fucking acoustic set for you.
Yeah, it'll probably be awful, but we'll still do it.
We'll do a Commoners reunion just for that.
Just me and you. Commoners reunion. Yeah, sounds good.
The comms.
The
com.
Yeah, fucking the com. Yeah, Commoners were good fun, man.
It was sick.
Yeah, it was good.
They were well
done. I seen all that when you boys, because it was like, there was you boys, there's St. Michael, Escapades, and then another one that Lewis and that were in. What's that called?
Can't remember.
That's what I mean. I was seeing all these bands that have all got like. I'm like, what the fuck? Because Ollie was your drummer at the time.
Yeah. Like, how many people are in all these bands?
These, like,
yeah, I'm in about 5 bands.
Oh man, I couldn't hack it, me. I've got enough stress with these cunts.
Yeah.
5 bands.
That were really fun though.
Yeah, Commoners was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Commoners. But to be fair, like all them bands you've just mentioned probably wouldn't be where they are now without fucking Ruby Tuesday's help. Like as daft as that sounds, like the first show we ever did properly was because of you.
Oh, that was such a sick gig. That that was, I remember being at that gig.
I met my fucking ex-missus there that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, bad memories then.
Oh, good memories. Good memories.
Good memories.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, good memories only. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. But yeah,
I won't delve into it more.
Yeah, no, not today. But yeah, like it's crazy that because obviously you've done so much for not just for Tuesday, just for the scene in general.
Mate, it's about that though, because if we don't blow up, someone else should.
Yeah.
Because there's too many bands who are fucking got haircuts and fucking care more about being bullshitters. Do you know what I mean? And being southern as well. It's like there's too many bands, bro, from like proper wealthy like areas and who've got all these connections. They've got fuck all talent. You've got more fucking talent in your little finger than they've got. And it's like, why the fuck are we being ignored? That's what this new song's about, is how like it's more general than the music industry. It's more about fucking politics and that. But it's more about the fact that the North's just getting ignored.
Yeah, no, it's
and especially old mill towns like Blackburn and stuff. It's like everything's just and there's a scene in Blackburn, man.
There is, yeah, and I don't think like without Electric Church, obviously,
Damo
and obviously the help of Tuesdays and even the Illicits, as well. Like you're starting to shine the light on that area, and it's really.
I think it's crazy how many good bands there are just in such a small place.
Yeah, you could make a fucking.
Yeah.
You could make a scene out of Blackburn. Do you know what I mean? You could make. A
oh man, there's already a scene there.
Exactly, yeah. It just needs to be put forward and like fucking.
But it is. That's why we got like you guys on and stuff like that. It's like we want like when we're playing Clitheroe, there's a mate of mine, Isaac, who's really fucking talented, but he's not clued up about social media presence or anything like that. And it's like I know we're gonna sell out that 200 cap venue, so I said, "Fucking come play." He's like, "I don't even ready." I'm like, "Mate, it's 6 months away. You'll be ready. Come play. It'll be sold out." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like if you've got the platform there and you know you're already gonna.
Yeah. Fucking do it.
It's like with my graphics work. If I'm too busy, which half the time I fucking am at the minute, I'll send work to my mates and people who've not got as many opportunities because that's what you're supposed to do.
No,
and if you don't, you're a fucking cunt.
I think the first time we met, I think you was on phone to Nick and we were recording Leaves Line. You just came and was like, "This alright, this," and I was like, "Do you want to fucking come play like in a couple of weeks?" I was like, "Fucking too right," and that's all it was, and that's all it needed. But no, I really appreciate that, man. I've never actually.
Do you play on that track?
No, I'm in there picturing studio.
Yeah, he is. Ollie had to dip, and then he's on the pitch. Yeah, that was the first time I ever met Tucker, and like, but you like, I never actually said properly thank you for doing that.
I remember being in. I remember being in the car with Nick. I forget where we were driving from, and he was showing me all the demos that he had because he recorded them all on whatever, and he was just like playing them all in the car, and I was like, these are really fucking sick
because
you boys got something good going.
These are all sick.
We'll see. It's
less synth.
No, we've cut it all out.
Right,
yeah, we've cut it all out because the last Commoner show we ever did, obviously St. Michael's first show, we just came on and started, and remember coming out at the end, you was like, you boys should have just fucking headlined that fucking night.
It was sick.
I appreciated that.
I remember seeing, where was it that I saw you guys for the first time playing? It were either in Aussie or the Blackburn gig, to be fair.
Yeah.
That were like, yeah, it was great to see you like actually doing. You were in a band that was you.
It felt natural, man.
Yeah,
like, it really did. Like, it just really clicked. Because I think for me I've always liked the idea of being a frontman, but I can't sing. And
you're a front bass player, though.
Neither could I. That's why I got lessons.
Maybe I'll do that.
Or quit smoking. I quit smoking, right? So we did this thing at Sunbird. They did a live show for us. Shout out Sunbird,
yeah, shout out Sunbird,
legends.
Yeah.
But I did a live show. We did a live show for them just before Josh joined, and like my vocals have gotten fucking 10 times better since I quit smoking. There's this yank called Con2235. He follows us on Instagram and comments on everything.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Con2235. He comments on everything we put up, mate. Proper loves it. He loves it. He's one of them who loves it, mate. And he direct messaged us. He's like, "Hey, you guys are sounding great. You know, like yanks do. You guys are sounding great. Have you got a new singer?" I was like, "Nah, cheers, mate. I quit smoking." That's fucking the most backhanded compliment.
Brilliant.
But when we started, I had singing lessons because I wanted to be a frontman, but I couldn't sing very well.
Well, I'm the same, but the joy of it is that Nick's not a very confident person, so he was like, "I don't know what to do." So I was like, "Let me do it."
You make up
we
for
compliment,
that,
So I enjoy doing it because it lets me do what I want to do, but also just kind of being the bassist. So yeah, I do like it.
I love bass, bro. It's my favourite instrument.
Fucking drums are my favourite.
If I could play bass and sing, then I'd play bass.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah, I love it. You know how much I love it.
Yeah.
I do.
Anyway, we are coming to the end of this week's episode. So before we go, do you want to say anything to the people watching at home?
Not really. I don't have anything to say.
We're the Ruby.
Thanks for watching.
We're in a band called the Ruby Tuesdays. If you haven't already gathered at this point, but come watch us play.
Yeah, do that.
Fucking all the
and come
links
to see
the
St.
tickets
Michael.
will be in the descriptions. The link to Spotify will be in the description as well. Obviously, go check out fucking Who You're Running From, Land of the Free, and Rivers of Gold. Fucking all three banging tracks. And so Joe,
thanks for having us on, boys.
Really
Thank you very much.
No, it's been quality. I've really enjoyed it.
Anything to say?
Up the Tuesdays.
Up the Tuesdays. Fucking too right. And always wear your coat in the rain. Peace.